Hi there! Today I have a new Barbie or fashion doll clothing haul for you. When it comes to fashion from Aliexpress, I usually buy pieces separately, and when it comes to sets, only a full set by one specific seller. But since I started this YouTube channel, I also started to try out other sellers on Aliexpress. And this one here is also a new one, or at least new to me, I think, because it is one of these shops that only have shop and then a sequence of numbers in their name. So obviously I cannot remember all the names of the shops that do have just shop and numbers, but the links for these sets are down in the description, and please always remember, I'm not affiliated, I'm also not sponsored or anything. I'm a collector and I share my purchases and my opinion with you. The first package does only have one outfit, the other ones do have more clothing items, so you can at least create two outfits or even more, but we will see that in a second, and the first package will be the one that only contains one outfit. So here we get two fabric pieces, a pair of high heels, and a tiny purse. Shoes and purse are made out of rubber material, standard, nothing special but also not a bad quality, the quality is fine. The purse, I guess, is a knockoff from Barbie, because I'm pretty sure that I have seen this model before, but it is not hollow plastic. It does have a weight to it. It is a little bit dirty, but other than that, it's okay, and it's a cute purse. Not really a good match for the rest of the outfit in my opinion, but at least the colors do fit together quite nicely. First fabric piece is the silver leggings, and it does exactly feel like, I don't know, do you know I'm pretty sure you know, Barbie and the Rockers, and the fabric feels exactly the same. Like the metallic clothing the doll line has to offer. It is also this white fabric and then the metallic paint or whatever you would like to call that on top of it. It is not really sticky, but it simply has this certain feel, and you can see the white color underneath it, and over time the metallic paint will peel off or come off because it is not really a peel off, it just disappears over time. The woolen pullover is in a lilac color. It is a very pretty color, and I also like the pullover itself. It's quite a bulky piece. The knitting is pretty thick overall, but I kinda like it. It looks cozy to me. It fits well on the Barbie standard made-to-move body. Of course, it is pretty long, so you can wear it without the leggings if you don't want to. The shoes are a little bit deformed, but they are soft enough to get them over the standard made-to-move feet. Next is the normal standard Mengf body together with the leggings and the pullover. I forgot to film the shoes on the Mengf feet at first, so you can see here. She also can wear the shoe model without a problem. And now you can see also curvy girl with this outfit. Sadly, the pants are a bit too small for her. They need to be stretched quite a bit, and therefore the pants will wear out a little bit. But the pullover is not a problem, it fits quite nice, no stretching, no nothing. It is an oversized pullover and therefore it can fit quite a number of different dolls. For this set I paid €8 and here you also can see the curvy girl together with the shoes. The shoes are not a perfect fit. They cannot close completely in the back, but honestly that's not so important, so overall even the curvy girl can wear these shoes. The next set is the first one with 2 outfits. I paid a little bit under €9 for it, but the difference between the first set and the other 3 sets is that I did not have to pay shipping for the first set. It was free shipping, and the other 3 did have shipping costs, but the shop combined the shipping all together, though for all the other 3 sets I had to pay €2.40 in shipping. So it's not a lot, but you will have to add a few cents for shipping on each set. Or at least that's what I do, so I would say this set was €10 or a little bit under €10 and you get 2 outfit sets plus accessories. First you do have this white bag and it is always shown on the websites like this, so the back side to you, and I had no idea that on the front side you can see the Chanel logo, so I guess that's the reason why they don't show it from the right side, or better said from the front. Honestly, from the pictures I thought this bag looks horrible. I didn't like it, but in person it's not too bad. It is not a fabric purse, it is a rubber material, but a heavy one. It's not hollow inside, and overall the quality is definitely not bad. The shoes are a little bit weird. The material is very thin, it is very flexible and rubbery. Not too sure how to feel about it. The standard made to move can wear them, but they are a little bit big, as you can see here. The fit for the curvy girl is definitely better. When it comes to Mengf, if the doll body does have heeled feet, the shoes are simply not high enough. But in case you do have a body with ankle articulation, she can also wear these shoes. The heels are a little bit wobbly, but it is still okay in my opinion. We start with the pants, and the material is not bad. It is also not really high quality. It is in between papery and not so papery. It is really hard to describe. The material is not really thick. It is thin. I'm still not quite sure if I like it or I do not really like it, but overall the finishing of the seams, for example, is not that bad. It's pretty straight, and yeah, it is overall a nice set. But it does not fit Barbie, or at least not made to move bodies. I cannot get the legs over the thighs of the doll. They are too thick, and especially the right leg of the pants. Of course, for you it's the left one, but in general, the right leg is a bit slimmer than the left one. I mean, you could do a picture with the pants on and I guess nobody would notice that it does not go up all the way, but yeah, that's not the thing I like to do. And even the Mengf body does not have any luck with these pants. They are not wide enough, even not for the supermodel type of body. So I grabbed the girl that does have the Kismela body because the Kismela body is even thinner than the Mengf body, but also no luck, even her thighs are too big for these pants. So the next girl is on a Mizi 1.0 body, and these legs are really like sticks. They are so slim that they can fit into these pants, but the legs are also very long, so I'm not quite sure if that's really a look or just too short pants, but yeah. Because of that, I also decided to try these pants on a Devalucy girl that still has her original body, and exactly, she cannot wear these pants. Her thighs are also too thick, so I don't know really what doll line they had in mind when they did this type of outfit. I don't know. I really like the material. It is not the most high quality item, but it is still nice and I like the finishing of it overall, but it is pretty hard to use on a doll, so it's hard not to be mad about it, but in the end you will see a girl start with this outfit and I think it looks quite okay. But still, here you can see at least one time all pieces together on this Mizi body here, or this girl with Mizi body here. Blouse and also the sleeves are quite okay. The elastic for the upper part of the blouse is a bit short. At first I was not quite sure if I ripped it off while trying it on the doll, but no. In the end you will see, or later on you will see that the elastic is simply a bit too short on this piece. Now to the two-piece set, so the blouse and the skirt. Both pieces come in a raspberry color. At first here's the blouse and everything is out of focus, and that's just a benefit for the blouse because it is not a very nice piece. On the seller pictures I didn't really realize that everything is just glued on. I don't like that. It seems that the beads are glued on with hot glue. Also the knotted fabric piece is also glued on and not very nicely, to be honest. At least they did something to the cutout so it cannot fray out. Not sure if that's glue or just heat. But overall, the blouse is not such a nice thing in my opinion. The skirt is a bit better. The fabric also is a bit thin. I guess it's the same fabric as the set with the flowers. It's not the worst fabric ever. It's not this very papery material. It is quite okay. It is a thinner material. That's not always bad because on dolls I think thinner material looks often better, so it's okay. Also the shape of the skirt is okay. But again, this here is also not the best fitting piece when it comes to Barbie. It works on the standard made to move, but the look is not really flattering in my opinion. On the curvy body, the skirt cannot be closed completely. The Velcro helps so that the skirt can stay on, but yeah, it is not a nice fit. The blouse sits also very snug, but overall, at least it looks a bit better than on the standard made to move. On the Mengf body, the skirt sits nicely, it's quite a good fit. The blouse is not quite a good fit. I mean, it's not a horrible fit, but the blouse stands away from the torso quite a bit, so overall, the blouse does not look nice. Maybe from very far away, but it is not a good item. And we'll see another one of it because the last set will also contain this set here, but only in green. The colors of the two sets go very well together, so you can use the pieces for mixing and matching, and this is how it would look like. The skirt and the blouse from the other set I think look quite nice. But the blouse and the pants, not so much. But maybe from very far away and then maybe also with one eye closed, it's a nice look. Next package please. Even at the first look, I was a little bit confused because you cannot oversee this very big head, and it is not included in the set originally. Here you can see a seller picture and there's no head. I'm not mad about it, I like the head, but I'm not quite sure, is this a free gift because I bought multiple sets, or is it just an extra piece that is not shown in the picture? I don't know, I have not seen this set in the reviews, so I cannot say it for sure, but my set came with this very nice head. Price is the same as for the set you have seen before, a little bit under 9 euros or under 10 euros if you count in the shipping costs. First we do have this very pretty red belt, very nice sturdy pleather material, no question, this is a very nice belt. Also the buckle is pretty, not low quality, that quality is pretty good. Also with this set there is this Chanel bag, this time in red with a white logo, same quality, same material as for the white one. It is a rubber material, but overall the bag is quite nice. I thought it would be maybe a material like, you know, like for example an eraser, something like that, so a little bit less sturdy and not so nice, but this rubber material is dense, it does not have a big shine or anything. The model is for a plastic bag or a rubber bag, quite nice. And I didn't talk about the metal chain. It does have a good length, you will see it later in the video again, and I'm not quite sure about the color. I would have preferred a more silvery color than this one here, it's more like blackish metal, but overall the quality also from the metal chain is quite good. I also have to say I'm impressed by the necklace. I thought that would be a very, very cheap piece, but it is not. It is definitely the same quality as an original item made by Mattel, or at least an original item made by Mattel back in the days, because nowadays we only get rubbish pieces that are gray instead of silver, but this piece here has a really nice silver plated color and the material is good. The shoes are not so much my thing. I don't like this model. I know this is also an original Barbie model, but I think I only have another fake variant just in pink, I think. But overall this is not a model I would put on any of my dolls. I simply don't like it, but I'm pretty sure that some of you do like it, and I think everyone can like whatever they want in my opinion. So here are the shoes on a stand-up made to move. They do fit. The finishing of the shoes is not perfect. There is a little bit of extra rubber material, but overall these shoes do not have bad quality. it is a pretty sturdy rubber and not too flimsy, but also not too hard. So for a knockoff item, it's a good item. They are a little bit too tiny for the curvy girl, but it is doable because of the big flowers on the side. You cannot really see that the shoe is not closed in the back. And the same goes for the Mengf body. The shoes do fit, but the shoe itself is a bit too small, but really only a tiny bit. And they will also fit on the Mizi 1.0 body. Just a tiny bit too small, but only really a tiny bit. Now to the hat. It is a simple design. The material is felt. It's a good felt material, and overall it is well sewn, and I like the shape, so this piece here is a big plus for the set, but sadly I don't know if it belongs to the set or if it just was an extra. There is another set in this listing that does have this hat for sure included, and overall, as I said, I really like the hat, but you need a doll with a big head. Even the Defalusi hat that is shown here is only fitting because of their hair. When you do have a smaller head like the MGA one you can see here, the head is way too big. When it comes to Barbie, there are quite a bunch of large-headed girls, and the head is simply for them. The first outfit is a two-piece set, a black skirt and a red blouse. Finally, something with really nice quality. The blouse, or better said, the fabric, is very often seen on Aliexpress, and I guess on every single Chinese website you can buy affordable Barbie clothes on. I do have a full dress in green made out of this fabric, and in case you have seen more of my videos, you also have seen the dress because it is always hanging inside of the closet, which does not mean that I don't like it, but I simply like the color and therefore it looks good in the closet. But overall I do like the fabric. Also this blouse here is very pretty. I like the idea with the ruffles on top. It's a pretty good match for the standard made-to-move body. This skirt is also not new to me. It is exactly the same skirt that I used for the second idea of the tennis core outfit, the Barbie outfit. The quality is nice in my opinion. This is simply the same skirt in black color. The only problem that I can see here is that the skirt is high-waisted and also the blouse is not short, and therefore in the end if you put both items together you will have the blouse over the skirt or the skirt over the blouse, and then you do have a very bulky waist, and that's not what you want when you style your dolls. The blouse is a pretty snug fit on the curvy girl, and the skirt is an absolutely no-go on the curvy girl. It is way too slim fitted. On the Mengf, everything works well, even the blouse together with the skirt because of the torso that is a bit longer. And since the waist is slimmer, it is not so dramatic if the two fabrics are overlapping, so the waist is still thin and the look is nice. But still I think both items are great quality. I love these pieces, but I think I would style both pieces separately with other items together rather than using both pieces for one outfit, I guess. Now we come to the dress. It's black and white with houndstooth pattern, and yes, houndstooth pattern is so very common nowadays. You get so many doll items that do have this kind of pattern, and honestly I don't mind it. I really like this pattern even in all sizes and variants, and yeah, I'm still not tired to see it. The cut and the finishing of the dress is quite nice, but I do have a little problem with the fabric. The fabric itself is also not bad. It feels good, it does have a nice texture, but it is pretty fragile. And usually when you see a fabric like this, it needs to be underlined. There needs to be another sheet of fabric that simply secures this kind of fabric. I don't know, it is pretty hard to explain, but it is very delicate, and even the joints of the Made to Move maybe are a little bit too rough, and in case the fabric got stuck in those joints, I guess it will be ripped pretty badly. And also the fabric does not have a lot of give and take, so you will have to use a doll that fits in this dress right away. It cannot be stretched for a curvy girl or any doll that is a little bit wider and hip or bust. It fits the standard Made to Move, but I think the length is a bit too long. It does go to the mid of the knee, not a bit above, not a bit under it, so it is quite an odd length for the normal standard Made to Move in my opinion. And here I tried to put it on a curvy girl. At least I tried, but I already knew that that would not happen. The material simply does not have any stretch to it. Even not if I try to put it over the shoulders. Yeah, that's simply not doable. On the Mengf body, of course, it looks quite nice, simply because the legs are a little bit longer. For the torso, this torso here is the one from 2021, and the one from 2021 is the one you also get with the newest body. It is a bit slimmer overall. The one from 2020 is a bit thicker and even, I think, a little bit wider in the shoulder. You'll see it later in the styling. The dress looks best on the older body, but here on this body, it is also totally fine. And together with the dress, we also got this very nice red belt. I said it before, it is a good pleather material. Sometimes you get belts that have a material that roughen up directly after the first use, and this one here is definitely better. Even after the styling, so far no sign of wear. Now it's time for the last package. This is the most expensive set that I bought for today. It cost me a bit under 12 euros, or with shipping a bit under 13 euros you can say. Again, 2 outfits plus accessories. First is a pair of black boots. They do have these unmolded ribbons, and from the look and size of the sole and heel, I think it is also a knockoff Barbie model. But I'm not quite sure because I have not seen this boot before, not that I can remember of, but it looks like an early 2000s Barbie shoe model in my opinion. The material is also not bad, it is not very hard, also not totally soft. Overall, it does have some rough spots, and I'm simply not a big fan of the overall shape of the shoe. It does fit the standard Made to Move feet, but the shoes are too small for the curvy Made to Move. And also for the Mengf. We also get a pair of black tights, and this black tights usually is the kind of that you do not want to leave on your doll because the legs will get stained, especially the feet when it comes to Made to Move because the feet are more rubbery. But overall the quality of the tights is okay, it's good. It is a pretty long tight. Sometimes when you order these tights, they do fit only Barbie, and sometimes they are so large or the legs are so long that you can put them on other fashion dolls like the Mengf body for example, because they do have longer legs. According to my experience, you never really know when you buy these type of tights what you're gonna get in the end, but overall the quality is good, and usually when I buy those ties I never paid more than 1 euro for one of these, and for that price it's okay. And as you can see, you can also wear them on the curvy girl. And at that point, I was really hoping that I could fit the black and white dress on the curvy girl, but yeah, that's not gonna happen, but at least the tights do fit quite nice. But first, let's have a look on the back. Here you can see the seller pictures of the set. And yes, the bag looks quite nice and tiny, the right size for Barbie, for example. But no, it's not. The bag is way bigger, and to be honest, I knew that before. I have already seen these bags on Aliexpress, and they are made for earpod cases, I think. So you can put them inside of this bag and then put the bag on your bag, or put inside whatever you would like to do, and then, as I said, as an accessory for your own handbag. I have to say the quality is very good, the material is nice. That's a real nice pleather material, and not the one that you already can watch while it is disintegrating. Here you can see it together with a similar bag from Mini Brands Fashion. I think the one from Mini Brands Fashion does have quite a good size for Barbie, and as you can see, the green one is way bigger, almost twice the size, I think. But that's alright, because I do have also different dolls, and here you can see the bag together with a so-called slim MSD or 1/4 scale BGD doll. And for this girl here, I think the size is quite nice. So now we come to the green set. Yeah, on this set there's no question left, because you can directly see that this must be hot glue, and they did not use buttons. Those tiny thingies are just tiny beads. The plus thing on this blouse here is that the stitching is a little bit more even, but that's it. That's the only positive thing I can see. Fitting is the same as for the one with the raspberry color. Not very nice, not totally bad. It is what it is. It is, yeah, they're two nice skirts, and the blouses are just there. They are there. So, since I'm not really attached to the blouses, I decided to do my best while removing the beads and the hot glue. And here you can see the results. I first tried my luck on the raspberry colored one, and you can already see it. I was not really smart. When I decided to heat up the blouse a little bit, I thought, why not trying to heat up again the hot glue a tiny bit and then pull it off of the fabric? Not a very clever idea, because the hot glue melted way too much into the fabric. So now the whole piece is definitely ruined, but I'm not really heartbroken about it. The second idea was a little bit more clever, so I put the blouse into a plastic bag and then into the freezer overnight. That way I was able to remove the beads and also this knot, bow, whatever thingy, but honestly, even then I was not able to remove all the hot glue they used, especially not on the bow. As you can see, there's still a big chunk on it. But last but not least, we do still have this black and white dress. The first touch of the fabric is pleasant. It is a very nice knit material. Thin, but not too thin. It is soft, and overall this is a very pretty piece, but it does have its downsides. First and foremost, it is too tiny. It is very slim. It does not have a lot of stretch to it. You can get it on a stand-up made to move, but already here you can see that the material is stretched everywhere. On the Mengf it's a little bit better, but still the seams are pulling, and that's pretty sad because overall the design is very pretty. I really like the stripes. They do have a nice size and everything. So the design of this dress is so pretty, but it is simply a bit too tiny, a bit too slim in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it would also fit on the Mizi body, but I didn't try it. I was a bit tired of that, so. But I still decided to style a doll with this dress, so I used a Kismela body, also very thin body, way thinner than the Mengf, for example. And therefore, this is the first girl you can see. She is on the Kismela body. The dress fits quite nice, but even on her, the sides are a little bit pulling, but only a little bit. I also gave her the tights together with Mengf's fashion boots and bag and even the bucket hat. I like the design of this dress so much, but I would love to have it a little bit wider. And usually I have no problem to use my plastic stands when I do have my dolls in clothes, but with this dress I was not so sure and I used a metal stand instead, since I did not want to ruin the dress. Next is the other black and white dress, the one with the houndstooth pattern. I did not use the shoes that were included, but I used the dress, the bag, the belt, the necklace and the hat, plus a little bracelet, but other than that, it is all from the set and I really like it. I had to use a pretty big Barbie hat to get a doll that fits into this hat pretty good, and I have to say the hat is too light for the body, and also the lip color is a bit clashing with the red, but overall I liked the size and I wanted to show how pretty this hat looks on the right sized Barbie hat. The next girl is on a tall made-to-move Barbie body, and even on this doll, blouse and skirt do not go together perfectly, simply because of the length of the blouse and the height of the high-waist skirt, so it is doable on a tall girl, but overall, I usually would not style these two pieces together. Here we do have the three of them together, and now we have a look on two other dolls. This girl does have a standard made-to-move body. The pullover is oversized, but it looks really nice. I simply did not use this set together with the high heels because I thought it looks like a dress or an outfit that is a bit more cozy. The other girl is on a Mizi body, and as I said before, the pants are a bit short on this body, but overall the set looks very nice on this doll, so I cannot be really mad about the set. I like it, but overall the fitting is quite problematic in my opinion. One closer look on these two together. And here you have all the 5 dolls together. So you have seen everything that was in the set beside the skirts that are left over, but I'm pretty sure that I can also use them for stylings, and also of course the pieces that you can see here together. So my final thoughts would be, I do like the items I got. For around nearly 40 euros, it's okay. It's definitely not the best value on clothes that I ever got on Aliexpress for my dolls, but it's not the worst. I like the material of most of the items. I also like the finishing of most of the items. The only items I really did not like are the blouses, but I have to say, when I ordered the pieces or the sets, those blouses were a selling point to me. I liked them on the picture, but in reality I definitely do not like them. And the other problem is sizing, because honestly I'm not quite sure if all fashion doll collectors do have quite a selection of different doll bodies. In case you're a made-to-move collector, for example, you did not have a lot of items left that really look good on a made-to-move, and I think that's not really fair. But on the other hand, when you look at the listings, there's no word about Barbie or made-to-move or anything like that, and they even don't show the clothing on dolls, they just show the clothing. But wait a minute, in the listing for the black and white knitted dress, it says for Barbie, just without the E in the end, but that's quite normal for Aliexpress. I'm undecided. I'm not quite sure if I'm happy about my purchase or if I'm a little bit mad. Yeah, in the end, I think it's okay. It's okay. It's not really positive, it's also not negative. I can definitely use the pieces on their own, and there are a few pieces that I really like. But I have to say, I really like the hat, and the hat is originally not included with the set, so not sure what to think about it, so I don't know. And honestly, I also don't know about the green bag. It is a very nice piece, but in case I didn't know that it would be too big, I guess I would be pretty upset because that's not the right size for a 1/6K fashion doll. That's more a suitcase than a bag. I don't know, but I knew that before. I find it a bit funny because usually they're also not that cheap, and it was a plus for me, but I can imagine that someone who does not know that these bags are quite big would be pretty mad about it. So, we are again at the end of the video, and this day today was the last day of the working week, and I'm so happy because I will have 2 weeks off, and I already started filming new videos for the upcoming week, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm no longer feeling sick, and I don't have a lot to do next week, so that's a big plus. And I hope to see you again in the next video. And I also hope you had fun with this one here. Thank you so much for watching. And until we meet again, I wish you a great time. Bye!